Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Questionable Podcast. Today, I'm here with a multiple array of people. You know Connor from last episode.
Hello there.
We got Mason, a returning guest that you haven't seen in a while.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
And we have a new person joining us today, my good friend Johnny. Johnny, say hi.
Mm-hmm.
So, last week we did our NFC predictions, which, if I look at my good old phone to remind everyone, um, I started.
Network really paying off.
I started with from seeds going from 7th to 1. I had the Seahawks, Cowboys, Rams. Seahawks, Cowboys, Commanders, Rams, Eagles, Lions, Bucks. Connor had Cowboys, and just ignore the voice crack. Cowboys, Packers, Commanders, Eagles, Seahawks, Lions, Bucks. Now, since our new guests were not there, we're just going to go through their seeding for the NFC, and we're hopping into the AFC. So starting off with Mason. So Mason, we got here your seeding. Why the Vikings? Why are they the 7th seed?
I like the Vikings, and really, the only change that they have made is at quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they still have a solid defense. They still have the best duo of wide receivers, barring Addison's suspension.
Yes.
Like, I don't really see them missing a step as long as J.J. McCarthy lights the league on fire. And I would like to say that, the team around him had high hopes for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that he'll be fine. And it's they did a Sam Darnold as QB, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying Sam Darnold's bad. I'm saying Sam Darnold has, for the most part, been shown to be an average quarterback. He's not exactly lighting the world on fire with stats.
Okay, that makes sense. Packers 6th seed.
I like the Packers, and I think that with a consistent wide receiver one instead of the carousel that they had, where Christian Watson really didn't do jack shit or spent most of the time injured, I think just with having a more steady receiving room, it will open up the passing game and then open up more time for them to use Josh Jacobs as well.
Mm-hmm. 5th seed. My bad. 5th seed. Commanders.
No. Commanders. I'm just hoping that it wasn't a 1-year fluke.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I understand that this is like under the assumption that they re-sign Debo, or Scary Terry. I think that they're going to re-sign Scary Terry. I think that they're going to do better with Debo as well. So I think it's going to be more opportunities for Jaden Daniels. So I don't see that team really missing a step, and I think all they've done is just improve.
Yeah.
So I don't really see them falling off unless that was just a 1-year wonder and they make me eat a bag of shit.
Now this one is very controversial. The number 4 Falcons.
I like the Falcons, and I'm kind of buying into the hype that I'm buying into the hype that Michael Penix will not be the next Michael Vick, but at least make the Falcons relevant again. Plus, with that shitty division, the only team that's really a challenge to them are the Bucks, and they basically trip over their own 2 feet with that fucking dipshit Todd Boyles as the head coach.
Fair enough. Number 3 Rams.
I just see the Rams as the best in that division. But that's really it. The Seahawks, they don't have DK anymore. And I don't think Kenneth Walker can carry that team, and I don't think Ninjigba can do the same. So, if Sam Darnold does what he does in Minnesota, it might be a different story, but I just see the Vikings, or I see the Seahawks doing a better job.
Number 2, Eagles, reigning Super Bowl champions.
They didn't lose anyone. That's it. They didn't lose anyone. All they did was, and I hate to say it, they lost Brandon Graham to retirement. That's the most notable. They lost Darius Slay. I just don't really see them missing anyone else, though.
And number 1, back-to-back, 1 seed, the Lions.
If they remain healthy, they are by far the best team in the league. I think that they got shafted because basically when they were in the playoffs, they were starting basically their entire second string defense. Like, what do you expect them to do with that? They're not. They're not going to do well.
All right. Any other records do you want to mention here? I see you have the some of these other teams, like you have the Bucks at 8-9. You
I
have Cowboys at 5-12. Any
Bucks are
comments?
just shoot themselves in the foot. They don't have the coaching staff anymore to make it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so let's move on to Johnny's list, which he gladly sent me. We got right here, we have the number 7 San Francisco 49ers. Tell us, why do you think this?
I just think Kyle Shanahan, he just has this knack for finding some random ass players and just making them absolute all stars for no reason whatsoever.
Mm.
And I think this is going to be similar to 2020. We remember San Francisco got absolutely decimated. They lost Bosa, they lost like Bosa and everybody by like week 3 or something. Then in 2021, they were a wild card, and then they made a run to the NFC Championship. I don't think they're going to make the NFC Championship, but I do think they always fly under everyone's radar after the injury seasons, and then they just pop off for no reason. And honestly, if Ayuk and Pearsall can stay healthy, like
Mm.
I think Purdy's good enough, and Kyle Shanahan is really good at getting the best out of his players if it's not the fourth quarter of a Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 6, the Cardinals.
The Cardinals, like Jonathan Gannon has begun that team better. Like they were god awful when they were starting like Josh Dobbs and stuff. But like when they got Kyler back, they were winning games. They even beat the Eagles in that span. Not the Eagles were in free fall that year, but still.
Mm.
Then last year they started 6-4. Yeah, they went off the rails a bit, but they started 8-9. Like they're showing a lot of progress, and I think Marvin Harrison's going to get a lot better. They added a lot of good pieces on defense. They got Zach Bond, they got Walter Nolan, and they got in my opinion, the biggest deal of the draft in Will Johnson.
Mm.
Like that defense, Jonathan Gannon, I think will get that defense hopefully better. And honestly, James Conner's a consistent running back. He's one of the most underrated. Trey McBride's second, third best tight end in the league. I don't think there's no debate about that. Like,
No.
they've gotten consistently better. It's just my biggest issue, and I think I showed you in my QB list before the stream, was Tyler. He is like the most Jekyll and Hyde quarterback I've ever seen. He can throw 5 touchdowns one game, and the next you just are like, how the hell was this guy number 1 pick?
Finally, someone puts it to words.
Yes. Number 5, you get the Commanders.
Just seeing them last year, like if Terry comes back, then I think they'll be fine. And they haven't really, they just added pieces. That's all I can really say about them. No, yeah, my only thing is I remember I saw some of their schedule last year. They beat some pretty mid quarterbacks to get to the 12-5 record. But it's not like in a lot of those games that were competitive. Like the Ravens last year, they were at Baltimore. They were in that game. Like there weren't many games last year where they got absolutely blown out. Like they were very competitive outside of the NFC Championship. But let's be real, like the Eagles were an absolute buzzsaw down the stretch last year.
Yeah.
And I just think if Cliff Kingsbury can keep doing what he's doing with Jaden Daniels, and I think Dan Quinn's a great at constructing elite defenses. I think that defense gets better as long as age doesn't get to them. Like Bobby Wagner was shockingly effective last year, and I think they'll replicate that. Hopefully, replicate that.
Number 4, Eagles.
My only thing is, I saw the Eagles going 12-5. Like, I still think they're going to be very good. But my thing is, like, if we remember when they won the Super Bowl with Doug Peterson, they did have a bit of a fallback afterwards. Like, Doug Peterson, he was like, oh my God, we won the Super Bowl. Let's keep the banners up all season instead of getting right back to work. Nick Sirianni is a lot like that. He's like a Miley Cyrus of NFL coaches, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, he's very physical, and I think he's going to be a little too full of himself. And I think they will take a step back slightly. I mean, I think they'll be fine. Vic Fangio will probably still make that defense still better. And, like, yeah, they lost a lot of pieces, but the reason they won the Super Bowl is because they had so much depth. And, yeah, that depth is now going to be stepping up, and I don't see any reason why they should be any worse than Yeah, I don't see a reason why they're not going to make the playoffs.
You just saw it in the
Win
Super
division.
Bowl. They had like a third string wide receiver like Jahan Dotson making play in the Super Bowl.
Like
My
Kenny
only
Pickett
thing
was
with them
even
is,
playing.
like I am worried about one thing, which is no one's repeated the NFC East in like 20 years or something.
Yeah.
But I think they can do it this year.
Plus, Jalen Hurts did kind of have that down year after they made the Super Bowl the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm
Yeah.
kind of worried about.
Yeah.
Uh,
Understandable.
Number 3, we got the Lions.
Same thing. Like they are on a first. The thing is, they're also on a first place schedule, so they're going to have the absolute brunt of everything.
Mm-hmm.
By far, they were the best roster, especially now they're getting everybody back, and they have added some pieces as well.
Mm.
Like it's the Lions. I'm worried about their offensive line slightly because they did lose. They didn't really address it as well as I would have thought. But if if Hutch comes back full strength, then I see no reason why the Lions shouldn't be an absolute threat. And if you saw my thing, I have them making the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. We're definitely at the end of this. We're going to do some playoff predictions if
Yeah.
we got some time, and that could be either now or next week. But number 2, we got the Buccaneers.
What?
If Todd not be an idiot, like that talent, like that wide receiver room. Like yeah, they lost Liam Cohen, but like they have a very good backfield with Bucky Irving and who's their other running back? It's DeAndre Swift or something. I forgot who it is.
Is it Godwin?
Um,
It's
no.
someone.
Oh,
It's like a decent other running back, but their receiving core might get like Mike Evans, Godwin, Jalen McMillan, and now they just added Emeka Ibuka. Like that is an absolute loaded receiver room. And also, like, I just now, don't get me wrong, Todd Bowles is an absolute clown of a
Dumbass.
head coach. He's a fantastic coordinator, fantastic coordinator. But I just have faith in Baker mostly.
Mhm.
I think he's one of the best QBs, and I am worried about their defense. Like I still, as much as I love them taking Emeka Ibuka, passing on Jahad Campbell was still, in my opinion, very stupid. Like he would have made that defense very good, especially because that defense only has like a couple pieces as with Vita Vea as their centerpiece. But other than that, it's pretty lackluster. But
Yeah.
like I said, injuries just destroyed them last year, and I think if they stay healthy,
Yeah.
it could be very good.
Now we got the 1 seed, the Rams.
Whoa.
This is big.
Byron Young, Braden Fisk, Jared Verse.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I really have to say. I just have to say their defense alone. Like they're very young,
Yeah.
and they got a lot better. And a lot of those guys who were young, who had to step up, have a lot more experience under the belt. And McVay was able to rally them to the playoffs. Now, if the thing is, like the Rams down the stretch are one of the best teams. Like they've had like multiple seasons where they started like what, like 2-6 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like
And they
many
they're winning.
seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think if they get off to a stronger start or just an okay start, I think they could be very deadly.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this can change depending on what happens with Matt Stafford.
What
Even
about
then-
What about the Devontae Adams curse of QBs? Just saying.
Right.
It's stupid.
So at the time of the
Well, I
recording,
don't think the Rams are making the Super Bowl.
it's
I think the Rams make the Super Bowl, but
yeah.
they're still McVay's also a very McVay.
I
McVay is
think
also
so.
one of the
If
best
they
coaches.
get to the Super Bowl, though, I think the Rams have a shot just because defenses win Super Bowls.
Oh yeah.
Like their defense, like McVay also has a very good coaching tree. It's not like he has some bad coordinator. Like he has McVay, and he builds a fantastic staff year after year. Like all of his coaching tree are head coaches mostly.
Mm. And at the time of recording this podcast episode, Matthew Stafford still has not taken the field because of this injury that he's been having. So again,
I'm not
leave,
too
I will say
worried.
leave that in the
I
margin
will-
of
I
error.
will say this: if Jimmy G starts, I still think the Rams win the division.
Mm.
Really?
Really?
That's a hot
That's a hot take right there.
I don't think they. No, they're going to be the 4 seed if they do. I think
Huh.
they could. I think. I think Jimmy could possibly have a freaking.
Do you think he has
Sam
redemption?
Darnold like season? I think he
Mhm.
could have a Sam Darnold esque season. Not as good, obviously,
Mhm.
unless Devontae Adams rips his head off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that happening.
All right, so we got that going on. So we're about to hop into the AFC predictions. Now,
Can we stress this to begin with, though?
What?
I'm just going to stress this a lot. I don't know about. Well, I know like Connor is a big Seahawks guy. I know I jerk off the Panthers, but we're all from Pittsburgh. Like,
Yeah. We're all from
there's
the.
definitely going to be some bias.
Yeah, so yeah, there is definitely going to be bias, and when we get to the AFC East, there's going to be some bias, baby. So, again, margin of error. I know there's not as much of this in the AFC as there's in the NFC, but if people haven't signed yet, if people have injuries, we are putting in the margin of error saying that these people are going to stay with those teams, and the people that are injured right now, they're going to be back and being healthy. All clear? All right, cool. So, the first tab is me, second's Connor, third's Mason. I'm going to switch back to into Microsoft Edge to get to Johnny's. So that's how you know where exactly he's at. But, all right, starting off, we got the Tennessee Titans. They're number 1 overall pick in this last year's draft, drafting Cam Ward first overall. And it looks to be right now that he might be the starter.
I would he's the starter.
It's like he did all right in the last preseason game we saw him in. So I'm going to say week 1, them going to the Broncos, I think they're going to start 0-1. I think the Broncos are going to get this win. Connor, what do you think?
I think I agree with you there. I really like how Bo Nix and the Broncos have been developing, and I think that I just don't think the Titans are going to be able to take down Denver and Denver.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to talk about this when we actually get to the Broncos schedule, but their defense was monstrous during the whole last year's season, and they beefed it up more this year. So I feel like that not only is their defense going to be really good, but Bo Nix is going to get Bo Nix, I think, has gotten better that whole season last year, and he's doing stuff with Cortland Sutton going on. So, Mason, what are you thinking?
I believe in Bo Nix. I think that the Titans just have they're a rebuilding team. They do what every team does. They think that they draft a quarterback and now they're gonna win games. And no, like their entire team is still a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
like they have barely addressed the running back situation. I mean, like Tony Pollard is a solid running back, but I don't think he's gonna get too much mileage on him by the time you get a decent defense around him and a decent offensive line around him. I don't see him going really very far this year. I see the Broncos they've made improvements. The Broncos have a solid chance.
Yeah, exactly agree. Now, I think when I saw this, Johnny was so nice of us to put in his whole bracket, his whole schedule. So you have the Broncos winning as well.
Sorry, I didn't. I had to switch to my phone. Did I miss much or?
No. We're basically just doing week 1 of the Tennessee Titans. So you have the Broncos winning. No, it's
Makes sense.
no arguments there, between all of us. So, okay.
Even if Bo Nix dies,
yeah,
still win.
Week 2, and can we stop seeing this Slowness No ad? Why is she gonna be cheeked up in the middle of this podcast here? Week 2, I'm gonna give it to the Rams. We've seen what the Rams can do. Again, putting in this margin of error, we don't know what this Tennessee Titans team is going to give to us in this coming year. There's a lot of question marks, not only with just the quarterback, but also coaching staff, wide receiver room, defense, all these kinds of things. So, Connor,
the Titans only have Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, like it's pretty rough out there.
No, they have Tyler Boyd. They also have Tyler Boyd.
Oh, my bad. The Pitt legend.
The Pitt legend, Tyler Boyd.
They also have.
Dang right.
They also have Steelers offensive lineman legend Dan Moore.
The fact they gave that man
Injury.
They gave him $22 million. Are you kidding me? A year,
just-
like
Oh man.
And just for that fact alone, I'm going with the Rams because Dan Moore is going to get Cam Ward killed.
Yeah, 100%. That blind side is going to be a problem.
we acknowledge the fact that the Titans were literally getting a 3rd-round pick for letting Dan Moore walk.
Yeah, it's crazy.
For fun.
Mason, you also have the Rams. Yeah, I think it's pretty.
I think the Rams
with us.
too good.
Yeah. Johnny also has the Rams going. Next, we have our first division game. The Colts are coming to the Titans. And, obviously we know what's going on a little bit with the Colts. They are in kind of like a quarterback disarray right now between
Shane Steichen's getting fired, calling it.
Yeah. It's between Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones.
Danny Dimes, baby.
So I would say from the actual experience that we have of this quarterback room, I'm also probably going to go with the Colts too. Connor?
Who would I have taken? Who would I have? I don't even know.
Connor, what are your
Yeah,
thoughts?
this is one of these trash fire toss up games.
Yes.
I think I'm going to go with the Colts on this one just because if it's Anthony Richardson that's starting out, I think that they can at least, Anthony Richardson can run Tennessee into the dirt. And if it's, Danny Dimes, good enough.
Yeah, good enough. Mason, what do you have?
Fuck all you guys. Fuck the haters. I think the Titans are going to get some much needed hope.
Oh.
I think that they could do it. I think that they're going to get a lot of much needed hope, and they're going to get a win and see their rookie quarterback thrive.
Okay, maybe we can see him under pressure. We may see him make something going on with that.
Yeah, I think that we see him go up against a dumpster fire team that's probably just going to be tanking for the number 1 overall pick and be like, you know what, I can do this.
Johnny, you also have Colts because you're a big Danny Dimes enjoyer.
Dude, it's mostly because also, like, I have little faith in the Titans front 7 to stop Jonathan Taylor. Like, all you have to do, like, Jeffrey Simmons is a dog, but, like, other than that, like, I don't have, like, much. I mean, I won't be surprised if the Colts lose. I will say that. I will not, but, like, the Colts just have a better roster. That's just talent-wise, like, no matter who's starting QB.
Yeah, 100% agree. Week 4, they're going to the Texans. Texans are winning this one for me. The Texans, I feel like, have a much better team. You got that boy C.J. Stroud out there. I think, especially from coming off a sophomore slump, I feel like he's got a lot to prove coming into this season, in his junior season. So I think he's definitely going to ball out. What are your thoughts, Connor?
I think the Texans take this one handedly, but I also think too that the Texans might be my team for the this division.
Yeah, I agree that Texans will be also my team for this division as well. Mason, thoughts?
I think that the Texans are going to dominate this game. I think that it's going to be a Nick Chubb and Joe Mixon just show of them just fucking running people over.
Yeah.
I also just want to see that,
but definitely agree. I know at least the Texans lost a lot of people when on their line. They lost Stephon Diggs, which really isn't a problem. The man's old and washed. But you still got people like Joe Mixon. You got Nico Collins still. You have Schultz on that team as well. You still got some people to throw the ball to. So, yeah. Johnny also has Texans. Yeah, pretty easy. Now, for this next one, week 5, I'm going to go a little bit against the grain here. I'm going to say the Titans may win this game. I think this is now a time kind of like that make or break time that Cam Ward needs to shine, and it's against in this Cardinals game. what I think. Connor, what are you thinking?
I think I kind of agree with you along the lines of Cam Ward's make your big game. I think Cam Ward this might be his first actual real NFL performance worthy game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's definitely going to be a close game, but I think the Titans do win this game.
I agree. Mason, you have the Titans winning this game as well.
No, I got the Cardinals.
Johnny, you have the Cardinals winning this game.
I'm muted. Fuck, I was muted the whole time.
It happens.
I was connected in my car and it muted me by accident.
First podcast jitters.
I will say this. I think one of those three games, Cardinals, Raiders, and Patriots, I think the Titans upset somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not the Cardinals.
Is it? Yeah. Why would you say Cardinals in this game?
It comes back to. I was trying to say this about the Texans, which is like you guys were saying earlier about the Dan Moore. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Zach Bond and Walter Nolan are just going to absolutely dominate that offensive line, and also, like I said, James Conn, and like they just have. It's what I said earlier. Just a better roster,
Mm-hmm.
flat out. Like I think the Cardinals are going to be on the this year, and I think they're a playoff team.
I can even go to say, at least in this year, I feel like Kyler Murray. I think I said this maybe last week. Kyler Murray, this is his like make or break year.
I would agree.
Because when you look at him and what he has done in performance wise, he has done little or nothing to show us that he's going to be an actual good quarterback, like a quarterback of the future. So
I think his sophomore year was like the only year he had where he showed that.
yeah. And it's not like he doesn't have the weapons or the people on his team. He's got Marvin Harrison Jr. He's got James Conner on the running back. He's got people to throw to.
Yeah, I see Marvin Harrison getting suspended for PED use. I'm just saying it now. Motherfucker looked like he ate a whole nother human being.
That's so true. But yeah, I think definitely this is kind of like a make or break year for the Cardinals. I think they may also succumb to that pressure. They may either what I call drip or drown, and I think they may drown. Next week 6, they're going to the Las Vegas Raiders. We may touch on it a little bit last week, but they have acquired so many things and got so much in the draft. They got Ashton Genty, and Geno Smith. They have what's the other guy? Don't they have Lockett? Or no, he's on the Titans too, isn't he?
They got Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers. That's what it is. And also you got Pete Carroll as head coach. I think the Raiders are winning this game.
Pete Carroll led defense. Pete Carroll led offense. Questionable.
Okay, yeah. Connor, what do you think?
I'm taking the Raiders as well for this game. I'm kind of curious to see if, with how not great Tennessee is, I'm kind of curious to see how Ashton Genty will do during this game if he gets considerable playing time.
Yeah. Again, we haven't seen much from Ashton Genty, especially just from that one preseason game. He didn't really do much on the run game, but let's just call it agree to disagree. It's just the preseason right now, so.
Also, the Raiders' offensive line that game was just abysmal.
Oh
yeah,
that was oof.
I think that's the main problem that Genty's going to run into is kind of like the Saquon Barkley, where like he'll have games where he'll dominate, but that's against really bad defenses.
Yeah.
Like this game, I think this will be a game he will dominate.
Yeah.
I mean, besides Jeffrey Simmons, the Titans really don't have anyone.
Mason, you're going Raiders too?
Yeah, I'm going to go Raiders. It hurts me. I don't like them, but I think Pete Carroll will hopefully turn that team around.
Yeah. Johnny, you also have the Raiders going. Probably
Actually, they're just playing elite they're playing against teams with elite pass rushers. Like Cam Ward needs to get comfortable, I think, and you have to be in the NFL to be able to. Like it's the NFL too. Like he's not going to be as like good under pressure compared to like other QBs, except if you're like Jane Daniels, who is just an anomaly.
Oh yeah.
You just have to. They're gonna have to get used to that pressure, and he's coming from a college where he probably wasn't barely ever touched.
Miami. He was at Miami, which last year.
Yeah.
They're
So,
he's playing ACC defenses, which that's 10 conference defenses. I mean,
yeah. So week 7, they are playing at home against the Patriots. Now the Patriots, I think, are also kind of in that kind of weird thing. They've kind of beefed up a little bit since last year.
Kyle Williams is gonna be I'm calling it.
What'd you say?
Kyle Williams, who's that guy they got from one of those receivers they drafted? I think he's gonna be insane. I think he's bad or whatever.
Yes. So I think just all the different upgrades that they made to the Patriots team. I think I'm gonna go Patriots on this one. As
Easy Patriots dub.
yeah. Connor, what do you think?
Patriots dub.
Patriots.
I think
Yeah.
Noah, let me talk. Let me talk
Oh,
first.
my bad.
Let me say this.
this might be a Mike Vrabel comeback game against Tennessee.
Yeah.
That is, I feel like for now, by every mean, the Patriots should win.
Mm.
For that reason, I think the Titans win here.
Okay.
I think
want
it's going to be one of those games where like everyone's just like, how the hell did the Titans win?
Okay.
Like there's going to be some of those games. I think this is one of those games.
I think it's gonna be an ugly game.
Yeah, Mason, you thinking Patriots too?
I'm thinking Patriots because like I don't even know why the fuck the Titans got rid of Vrabel to begin with. Like I think that he was the best coach they have had in decades, and they just tossed him to the side.
I'd say ever. I'd say the best coach, yeah, since like Jeff Fisher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, Johnny also had them from the
I had the
Titans as
Titans.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Titans as well. Yeah, 100% agree with everything. Next, they're taking on the Colts for the second time, and I think that Cam Ward's gonna be out for blood in this game, especially losing its first division opener. So I think I'm going to take the Titans in this one, and they're going to split the series. Oh wait, whoops! This is not mine. This is Mason's. I am taking the Titans, and they're going to split the series with the Colts. What do you think, Connor?
You know, week 3, I had the Colts going into Tennessee and beating Tennessee, and I think Indianapolis is still going to beat Tennessee in this game as well. There's just something about it. I just don't see. I mean, Tennessee definitely will have a few wins here or there that they shouldn't win, but I just, for some reason, when they have a chance, when they're on close-ish to equal footing with the Colts, I think just something about it. The Colts pull ahead both times.
Okay. Mason, what do you think?
I still think the Colts win here. I think it's going to be an ugly game, but the likelihood that Cam Ward is going to be like, even I think Cam Ward would ball out. I think Cam Ward's going to know the defense. I just think that the Tennessee defense will not be able to do much against Danny Dimes or whoever the fuck is playing.
Can't argue with that. Johnny, what do you got? You got the Colts as well.
I had the Colts sweep at getting the broom out, but another reason is also just because I forgot to mention this earlier. The Titans have no run game. Like they have to depend on Cam Ward, which is like the worst thing you can do on a rookie.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor is going to dominate this game. Like they don't. It doesn't matter who plays quarterback or how garbage they play. I still think the Colts win.
I can agree with that. Next week they are going right before the bye week. They're going to go play the Chargers at home. I think this one's a not big of a shocker. I think the Chargers are definitely going to mollywop them.
Oh my God.
So
start last month that week.
Even losing like players like Joey Bosa on their team. I mean, they're used to not having Joey Bosa because he's always injured. They're still
Joey Bosa freaking plays for them.
Yeah. So.
I take offense to that one.
Yeah. What do you think, on?
Yeah, Chargers win this one.
Yeah, Chargers.
Pretty handedly.
Yeah. Mason?
Chargers, baby.
Chargers. Johnny, you got Chargers? Got Chargers.
Like it's gonna be like a 27-10. Just the scoreboard's not gonna look good. I mean, look like a huge blowout, but I think it's gonna be one of those like just a complete tactical beatdown, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with all that. Heading out of the bye week, they're playing the Texans at home for the second time, which I think the Texans will beat them. Yeah, I think the Texans are in a much better position than anyone else in their division. And I can't see them not being in the playoffs because I feel like I'm seeing them win the division every time. Because what kind of people do they have to face up against? Absolute bums.
The Jags.
So yeah. Um. So I have them sweeping them. Connor,
Yeah, Texans, no doubt.
Texans sweep. Yeah. Mason,
Texans. But
Texans
it's
sweep.
just not.
Oops.
It's not. You got a rookie QB, a rebuilding team versus guy coming out of his sophomore slump.
Yeah, and definitely coming again. What I said back when they first played, coming out of that sophomore slump, he's going to want to ball out this year. He's going to want to show that he's still that guy that you drafted. No, back in 2023.
Yeah.
So, Johnny, you got Texans as
Titans
well?
might have won. Titans won last year. So I still don't know how the Titans beat them last year.
Yeah.
That's not happening again. I don't like D'Amico Ryans is just not going to let his guys get humiliated.
Mm-hmm.
CJ Stroud is not going to pull an Orlovsky again.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that.
I'm an Ohio State fan, so I pay more attention to CJ Stroud, and I was so embarrassed when I saw that.
Jeez.
Just hide under the covers, I don't know that guy.
I don't
No,
know.
he's still our best. He's still our most successful Ohio State QB in the NFL ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, I will say this: justice for Justin Fields.
Justice for Justin Fields.
Justin Fields had freaking Eberflus and Nagy, so he had no shot to begin with.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I feel like Justin Fields honestly has a decent shot of changing his story if he does good with the Jets, but I don't even know if that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
He's so screwed. I hate that Tomlin he got absolutely Steelers.
He's such a good athlete. Just
Mm-hmm. Next week, the Seahawks are coming to the Titans, and I have the Seahawks winning this game. I just don't think you can beat the team of Jackson Smith and Jigba. I said that very slow. Sam Darnold. You got all these people, coming in. You got this really good run game going on, and you got a solid defense too. And it's going to be really hard for Cam Ward to get a team that's going to be in rebuild mode to be able to withstand against a team like this.
where is the respect for Cooper Kupp?
Oh yes, Cooper Cup's also on that team.
Cooper Kupp from 4 years ago. He's been
You shut your mouth.
I'm a Cooper Kupp lover, but even then, you got to know he's just
a Coop lover.
My man has revolutionized white.
So what? Steve Largent doesn't exist?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
We
we said that during the Seahawks too.
Connor.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wait, what receiver on the Seahawks? Never mind. Oh God.
Connor, week 12. Who do you got?
I've got the Seahawks.
Seahawks. Yeah, I feel like they're just a better team. Mason.
Yeah.
So you got Seahawks. Johnny.
I mean, as long as Sam Darnold pans out, I don't see that team running into too many problems, but it's a big if.
Mm-hmm. Johnny, you also got the Seahawks.
I could see Tennessee making this competitive, but I have faith in Tariq Woolen and Devon Witherspoon just not letting Cam Ward get anything going.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Next game, they are playing for the first time against the Jaguars. Now they're playing at home. You got Trevor Lawrence, you got Travis Hunter now on the team, both being wide receiver and cornerback. You got Travis Etienne on the team as well. This is gonna be a tough game for me to call, I think. But I think for this one, Tennessee's gonna take it.
Really?
I think they're gonna take it at home.
Okay.
But I think later on they're gonna split the series with them. I mean, me personally, I like Trevor Lawrence, but I don't think T-Law is I think this is a T-Law make or break year. I think just time after time after time again, he keeps saying, "Oh, he's good, but this. Oh, he's good, but this." I think
He's
this is
Daniel
his time.
Jones with nice hair. That's all he is.
I think Yeah, this is a make or break year for Trevor Lawrence, and I think if he doesn't ball out and show that he is able to be a person in the AFC, let alone the NFL, then he's out.
I don't think he's
I think
out. I think you're probably there. They still paid him like $52 million. Like,
Oh
they have-
yeah, yeah, but like but you know what I mean. It's like that. Yeah, I think this is gonna be kind of like one of those years. Where you're like, all right, we've
We're-
been saying this, you know.
putting him in like who's another number one overall QB that just didn't.
Um,
Who's another? Not Jamarcus Russell by any means. I'd say more.
No, don't. I was about to say I'm not even
I'm
that big of a
joking.
fan
I'm
of
joking.
him. Like,
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I
Connor.
would say,
You know
I
what?
think he's mostly more of like a Bryce Young, but even then, Bryce Young is starting to show.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce Young, give him time. You got to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, we gave Trevor Lawrence the benefit of the doubt with freaking Urban Meyer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all gave him a huge benefit of the doubt there.
Yeah.
But, like, he has not shown any progression at all.
Yeah. Connor, what are you thinking?
I think Jacksonville wins both games against Tennessee.
Really?
I just don't think. I mean, Jacksonville's not great, but I think they're at least better than Tennessee in their current state.
Mm. I can agree with that. Mason?
I'm gonna regret saying this. I just don't see Tennessee pulling themselves together. I'm gonna give this to Jacksonville. I think that Trevor Lawrence is going to show that he's got the talent, and maybe if the team actually fucking rallies around him and he doesn't get decapitated again,
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a different story here.
Do you think they sweep the series, split the series?
I think Jacksonville's just going to sweep the series. I just don't have a lot of faith in Cam Ward because, again, like,
Yeah.
Cam Ward needs to adjust.
He's a good, not great QB. He's a good, not great QB.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like a lot of QBs in this draft class were just kind of overblown and overhyped. Like, I never saw Cam Ward as going number one overall.
Yeah. Agreed.
This was like a draft class similar to the Pickett, Malik Willis, Brock Purdy class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, except, like, I'll be honest, I honestly was thinking it was going to be Shador or Jalen Milroe. I did not put Cam Ward in that league at all.
Oh, yeah.
I think Milroe is going to be really good in Seattle. I think if they develop him right, he's going to be the best.
Oh yes, I'm so excited for Jalen Milroe.
Yeah.
If he starts the season though, then I think he's screwed. He's not going to develop anymore.
Yeah, I think that
they should not. They should not start Jalen Milroe at all this season, unless if it's like, you're not making the
Like
playoffs in week 17.
Or unless, like,
or like a week 17 game, like.
Yeah.
Milroe's more like going to be a gadget player. He's probably going to be like the Taysom Hill or Justin Fields when he came in a few times.
If he turns into the next Lamar, I hope.
Yeah.
That would be the best case scenario.
Yeah. So Johnny, you have them splitting with Jacksonville. Can you talk?
Yeah, I think it'd rather happen now than later when Jacksonville's like dead and buried, and at the end of the season, that's when they do. But I think right now Jacksonville has maybe the idea that they could maybe make a rally, and they're trying to do that right now.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely agree. Coming into week 14, they're playing against whoever is going to be playing as quarterback against the Browns.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
So
My man just cut out entirely.
Yeah, so you got Deshaun Watson, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Shador Sanders, Dylan Gabriel. I forget the other guy.
There's Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco.
So yeah, like they got
champion.
yes.
Put the respect on his name.
Super Bowl champion, ACC champion, quarterback Kenny Pickett.
So
thank you.
So I think I'm going to go to say, I think the Browns are going to win this. Not only I think they have so much depth at quarterback. If things are not going right, they can just throw another guy in and see what happens.
I think Myles Garrett's going to absolutely annihilate him.
Yeah. Also that defense too. Yeah, I agree with that. Connor, what are you thinking?
Kenny Pickett legacy game right here.
Kenny Pickett legacy game. I don't think anyone's have ever said that after college.
I've said that. No, I'm saying after college. Yes.
Mason.
Charles Garrett's gonna rip someone's helmet off and hit him over the head.
Yes.
But he'll still win Defensive Player of the Year,
Yes.
which is bullshit. But
Mason, what are you saying?
I think that the Browns are still going to win because they still have a solid defense. I think that they're still going to somehow pull this game out with a win.
Yeah. Johnny, you also got the Browns.
The Browns win 2 games this year. This is one of them.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
It's facts.
I agree.
Dude, one of the running backs is legit like in jail right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who cares?
Fish on junkies.
They drafted another one for that exact reason.
Yeah. Next week, they're going to play 49ers. I think we all kind of agreed on the same saying
Yeah.
that 49ers. Yeah, all
49ers won that.
49ers, Mason. Yeah, 49ers. Johnny, what do you got? 49ers.
They fuck up their tank. They fuck up their. They do what the Patriots did last year, which is like mess up getting the first overall pick and trading down for massive value.
Mm-hmm.
They win out and just screw that up, or if Cam Ward doesn't pan out, they do a freaking Josh Rosen, Kyler Murray situation if they want to.
Yeah.
And I doubt they will, but I think Cam Ward could be better than like Josh Rosen out of school, but they fuck their tank. They do fuck their tank up.
Next, the Chiefs are coming to them. I think Chiefs are going to win. I think there's no debate there.
Yeah. If the Chiefs lose to the Titans, something has gone seriously wrong.
Someone has definitely gone seriously wrong. Yeah. So
You
all
know,
across
actually,
the board.
the only scenario I can think this happening is somehow the Chiefs have locked up the first overall seed for week 16, and there's
Yeah,
like,
why
that's
not? We
everyone
don't
else,
need
you
a
know.
fucking win here. We already got the
Yeah.
I feel like this is gonna be a game that's gonna be stupidly close for like the first like 2.5 quarters.
Yeah, they're gonna keep it like close, and then Mahomes going to do Mahomes magic.
Yeah.
Mahomes magic. He's gonna be bribing the refs.
Yes.
Hey, we give it a nice little name so that the NFL doesn't shoot us.
Yeah. This one's an interesting game for me. I at least I think it is. You got the Saints against the Titans. I'm going to say this is the mid-off of their schedule.
This is a battle for the first overall pick, in my opinion.
This is
I think
yeah.
This is pure tank bowl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
In which I'm going to be the one to say I think the Titans are going to win this game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're way better than the Saints.
I agree with that. I agree with Titans.
At least
This
the
is
Titans
not
are
even a controversial thing. This is literally just the truth of the Saints are a dumpster fire that have a lot of issues, and their main one is going to be the fact that they don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
They're literally
these
playing.
They're
They're just playing.
Sorry,
Who did they even draft? They drafted a quarterback in the first round.
Tyler Show in the second round.
Second round. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they're definitely not doing shit.
So I have the Titans going 4-13. Connor, you got them 2-15. Mason, you got them 3-14. And Johnny, you got them at 3-14. So I think we're all kind of in agreement here.
All right, I don't want to be a dick, but like, could we like go a bit faster? Because this took like 45 to an hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say it did definitely take a long time to work on this.
Let's go to the Jags. Let's do the Jags next, and let's just speed. Let's take like 5 minutes. I think we only need like 5 minutes to do the Jags and
Yeah,
because I think we all know they're going to be.
I feel like we can get some of this done pretty quick.
No, you just do your schedule.
All right, I'll throw mine out. So I got Panthers, Bengals, Texans, 49ers, Chiefs, Seahawks, Rams, Raiders, and then I think the Texans are going to sweep them. Chargers, I think they're going to win one game against the Cardinals. I think they're going to win against the Colts and split the series with them. I think Jets are going to beat them, and Broncos. And I have them going 3-14. All right.
Closing argument.
Well, no argument. All right, Connor, fire away.
All right, yeah, I got the Panthers. I got the Panthers winning. And I got the Bengals winning. Houston sweeping them is what I have. 49ers, Chiefs, Seattle, Then I'm going to take Jacksonville here over the Rams because this is an England game. This is their second home, basically.
Okay.
Then I have Geno Smith and the Raiders beating Jacksonville there. Then I have Chargers, Jacksonville. I'm going to go with Jacksonville against the Colts. And then I'm going to have the Colts win the second. No, Jacksonville wins Week 17.
All right, Jacksonville. Okay. So they split it. Okay.
Yep. Then Denver Week 16 and the Jets Week 15.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. 5-12. Yeah, we're not expecting much. Next, Mason. Fire away.
Yep. I think Jags are going to lose to the Bengals, even though the Bengals still don't have a defense. They're going to lose to the Texans. I think Texans sweep them. They're going to lose to the Chiefs. I think the Jags are going to beat the Raiders. I just think that they just have too much of a rebuilding team. Jags are going to beat Indianapolis.
O's.
Sorry, I got a little bit ahead of myself.
Let's start at 11 first.
Yeah. I think the Chargers are going to beat the Jags. I think the Jags are going to then beat the Colts. I honestly think the Jags could sweep the Colts. I think the Colts are just too much of a dysfunctional mess right now. I'm going to say the Jets beat Jacksonville. I think that Justin Fields has a decent chance over there, and I think the Broncos beat the Jags.
Okay, I agree. And then Johnny, yours is already played out, so we got.
Let me say it because hear me out.
Okay.
I have the Jags starting 3-0.
So what's going on here?
So, the Bengals shit the bed first couple weeks always. I think their first game Cleveland. So that's why I think the Jags are randomly going to win here. They're going to start out 3-0. Everyone's going to get super hyped. And then they lose their next 7.
Okay.
That will be the most Jag thing they could possibly do.
How dare
Then they
you
win the next.
do the exact same thing they've been doing for years?
Yes. They're going to lose to the Niners, Chiefs, Seahawks, Rams, Raiders, Texans, Chargers. Then they win. They beat the Cardinals, the Titans, the Colts. Get some hope again. Maybe think they can make a playoff push. And then they lose to the Jets, Broncos, Colts, and Titans. That's like the most jacked season I can think of.
Okay, and then you have them going 6-11.
Yeah, I had the Jags and the Colts going 6-11.
Yeah, again, like we've talked about all through the beginning of this, it feels like nothing much has really happened on that team. T-Law's back, I guess. They got Travis Hunter, which at least what we saw in that first preseason game, he did all right. There's like some things in the mix. I don't expect much.
Yeah, like they haven't done anything to really address anything, especially their defense. Like who did they add out? Like they don't really have anyone outside of Josh Hines-Allen. Like that's really it. And their offense too. Like I won't be surprised if Al Zahir absolutely murders Trevor Lawrence again.
Yeah.
Or someone will do that.
All right, let's kick it off with the Colts. So we have them first game. I think the Colts are going to win this game. This may be a hot take. Not only because I'm a Bills fan. I think because, at least from what I hear, that the CB depth at Miami is so broken because so many people are out for season injuries already. I think it's just the Miami is going to be terrible this year, no matter if Tua's healthy or not. So that's why I'm going with the Colts. Broncos win. Then I got the Rams win. I got the Raiders win. I think they may squeeze one win out. A very close game against the Cardinals. And then I got Chargers, Titans, and Steelers. Falcons win. Chiefs win. And I think the Texans are going to split the series with them. And Seahawks and 49ers. Giving them 5-12. Connor?
All right, so I'm going to have Colts week 1. Broncos week 2. I'm going to do the Rams week 4. I think Vegas wins week 5. Week 6 to Arizona. Week 7 to the Chargers. Then we're going to have a Mike Tomlin special, and week 9 the Colts are going to win.
Oh!
How dare you!
It's just time and time again. there's always that one game that's the Mike Tomlin. Well, more than one game. There's always the one of the few games that's a Mike Tomlin special, and I think this year it's going to be the Colts, especially because this game is being played at home as well.
Heresy.
Week 10, Connor.
But then, yeah, week 10, I'm going to have to take Atlanta, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Week 12, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I'm going to have Houston sweep the Colts.
Okay.
I'm going to have the 49ers beat the Colts. And then I'm going to have Seattle beat the Colts.
Yeah, 5 and 12. Yeah, again, nothing special going on with this Colts team. Johnny, you had them going 6 and 11. Can you talk about it a little bit?
Not really. They're just incredibly mid. I don't know who they're. I think they win the last 3 games, and they beat like the 49ers, Texans at the end because the Texans are resting. But like nothing about this team inspires me at all. I think Tyler Warren is going to be a fantasy god this year because he's the only guy that can actually go wide enough to catch Anthony Richardson's passes.
Yeah.
And Daniel Jones. Like this team gives. You're having a QB battle against Daniel Jones. That just should say everything about the Colts. Like Shane Steichen's. I think Steichen gets 1,000,000%.
Yeah, 100% agreed on that one.
Like this gives me no hope. Like that's really it. They're just like death. They're just gonna be like this until they figure something out.
Yeah.
Do I not? Please?
Oh wait, did I miss you?
Yes, you could please skip me.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Whoops. Back to it. All right, Mason. Where are we going?
I'm going with Miami week 1,
Okay.
Denver week 2.
Mhm.
I'm going with I keep saying Oakland. It's Las Vegas. I say Chargers. Steelers. Swear to God. Chiefs. Texans are gonna. No, I think Texans are gonna rest their starters.
Okay.
And yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
I feel like we all know they're going to be bad, mediocre at best.
I think that maybe midway through they're gonna realize, we have nothing here. We should tank for the first overall pick and stop trying to use AR5 or Danny Derps.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Makes sense. Yeah.
They're gonna be in the 10-12 running.
Next, we got, I think, is going to be the division winners of the AFC South, the Houston Texans. I think.
What? Well, no way.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy to even think about. But I think at first they lose to the Rams, and I think this might be a close game to the Bucks. But I think I'm going to take the Bucks on this one here. These are your first 2 hard games. I got Texans winning these 2 games here. I think the Ravens are going to beat them. Then they are going to go. I think they're going to beat the Seahawks, and then I think they're going to go beat the 49ers, but then lose to the Broncos. Then you got game. See, this game's a hard game for me. I feel like the Bills have played the Texans almost every single year for the past. At least I know they played last year. I think they played the year before. It feels like the Texans have the Bills' number for no reason, so I'm going to give this one to them. It's like one of those games that they shouldn't win. But then the Chiefs are going to beat them, then they're going to beat the Cardinals, and then Las Vegas can squeeze a win out, and then they beat the Chargers. Give them 10-7. That's for me. Connor, what do you think?
I got Houston winning week 1.
Okay.
Then I have the Bucks winning week 2.
Okay.
Ravens win week 5. Houston with week 7.
Okay.
I take Houston week 8, but Denver week 9.
Okay.
Buffalo week 12.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs week 14.
Mm-hmm.
Texans week 15.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas week 16.
Mm-hmm.
And Chargers week 17.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with that. 10-7. Mason, what do we got? You have them at 10-1 right now.
All right, I have them at 10-1. Well, fuck yeah.
Okay, so week 5 is where we're starting.
I think Baltimore beats them.
Yeah. 9.
I think that the Texans beat the Broncos.
Okay. 12.
I think. I'm gonna say Buffalo. I think that this might be the year Buffalo could get their shit together.
14.
I'm actually gonna say Texans are gonna beat the Chiefs.
Okay. That's interesting. 16.
Texans.
And then 17.
I'm gonna say they lose to the Chargers. I think the Chargers are underrated, and I think they're gonna be scrappy.
Okay, give
I
me
agree.
13-4 in the series.
What? That's okay.
13-4. All right, Johnny.
Well, I mean, like we had high hopes on them last year, and they kind of just fell off towards the end.
I mean,
so.
they were
The
all
problem is like
injured.
freaking. The problem with the Texans is D'Amico Ryan's. I think. Does anyone follow the Goat Coach on social media? The Bill O'Brien meme account.
No.
No.
He's a huge Texans fan, but he makes the one thing he always posts is like D'Amico Ryan's cannot make halftime adjustments. Like he's a great coach, but he just does not adjust. I think the best example is the freaking Lions game from last year. Like you have 5 interceptions and you still lose. Like
That is insane.
that just screams like the Texans ceiling pretty much.
Mhm.
They're like a playoff contender. That's really all they. I'm up. Am I?
Yeah, you're up. Johnny, you got them going 10-7. Talk about it.
They've been 10-7 the last 2 years. I have no reason to think they're going to do any
Mm-hmm.
worse or better. I mean, I think they could be better. I don't think they're not going to lose the division. They're going to be the
No.
3 or 4 seed. I don't think there's any debating that.
As I don't think.
I think they lose to the Rams. They beat the Bucks, lose to the Jags, beat the Titans, and then everyone's gonna be like, "What the hell's going on with them?" I think the Ravens, not as bad as Christmas last year when they lost like 30-2, but I still think the Ravens are gonna dumpster them.
Mm-hmm.
But then they beat the Seahawks, lose to Kyle Shanahan's 49ers, and then I think they get a win streak going. They beat the Broncos, Jags, Titans, Bills, Colts.
Oh.
Lose to the Chiefs, beat the Cardinals. I think the Raiders upset them here. I just don't know. I just feel like they will for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
They have the Chargers. They have the Chargers number for somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even when they had freaking Davis Mills, they still managed to beat the freaking Chargers that one year.
Yeah.
And Rex Burkhead. Who could forget Rex Burkhead having 150 yards with the Chargers?
Mm.
And then they have the division locked up. The Colts beat them.
Yeah.
Rest of the starters.
Oh yeah, 100% agree. Okay, next let's move to where do we want to
The
go?
AFC. Let's do the AFC West.
Let's do the West. We're moving to the West here. So let's start
Turning
off.
to the West. Let's start with who we think is going to be. Let's start with the Chiefs because I think most people. Or do you want to start with the Raiders? Like,
I was just clicking on Raiders first.
Let's do Raiders because I don't think any of us having them make the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I don't think so. So for me, I have Patriots winning week 1, Chargers week 2. Actually, they're gonna win this one, but then they're gonna split the series later on when they come to LA. Commanders. I'm gonna say the Bears are gonna beat them here. Chiefs will beat them. Broncos will beat them. Broncos will beat them. Against the Cowboys. Monday night.
They could do it. I won't be surprised if they do that.
It's like I want to try to be biased here, but
I think you have to go off secondaries. Like the Dallas secondary is just better than the.
I'm gonna say Dallas is gonna win that game. Yeah, they're gonna beat the Browns.
Fuck you, Dallas.
I think that they're gonna split the series with the Broncos. Eagles are gonna dominate them. They're gonna beat the Giants, and then they're going to split the series with the Chiefs.
You didn't click it.
Oh, did I not? Oops. All right, having them go 9-8. I think this is going to be a year for the Raiders where all this pain and suffering for the past couple of years, now they're starting to get their act together. Now they got a bunch of stuff happening. They got Geno Smith. They got Pete Carroll, Ashton Genty. Yeah, they got all these new pieces. All these different changes coming up. Yeah, so I think that they're not going to make it to playoffs, but they definitely are going to show a lot better promise than they have been in past years.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, Connor, what do you think?
I have the Patriots and Chargers winning week 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Washington winning week 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'd take Chicago week 4 actually.
Yeah.
I agree.
Week 7, I have the Raiders.
Really?
No, wait, I take that back. I meant Chiefs.
I was gonna say. I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
Raiders
I'm-
always seem to beat the Chiefs for some reason. So I
Oh,
the
would
Raiders. The Raiders do put up a good game against the Chiefs. I'll save my other prediction for the other Raiders game.
not only against the Chiefs, at Arrowhead always seem to give them a run for their money.
True.
Yeah.
All right, but
10.
let's see. Week 10. I'll take Denver.
Mm.
I think the Raiders got week 11 against Cowboys.
Oh.
Week 12 Raiders.
Mhm.
Week 13 I gotta go with the Chargers.
Mhm.
Week 14.
It's a tough game here.
I think they beat Denver,
Hmm.
but then they immediately lose to the Eagles the following week.
Yeah, agreed.
Then
Yeah, that's the other thing. The Raiders always seem to have like the Broncos number for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then week 17, I'm gonna go with Vegas.
Mhm.
And then week 18, depending on where the Chiefs are, I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Mm. Yeah. So yeah, I'm also going 9-8, same as me. Yeah, I mean, at least not even just the Raiders. I think the whole entire AFC West in general is beefed up, and
Yeah, but we said that. I feel like we keep saying that. It ends up with the Chiefs winning again.
I mean, you saw 3 out of the 4 division, 3 out of the 4 teams in the division make it to playoffs. So
Yeah, but that's the NFC.
yeah,
Yeah, but then the two of them proceeded to get absolutely dumpstered in their first playoff game.
which is
Yeah.
true. Which is true.
Though I will say Denver did get significantly better in the offseason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, Mason, what are you thinking?
Alright. I'm thinking basically the same thing as everyone else. I see Patriots, the Chargers.
And then we go down here.
I see the Chiefs winning this round.
Mm-hmm.
I see Denver losing to the Raiders. And then I see the Browns winning.
Mm-hmm.
I think Chargers are going to win.
Okay.
I think that Denver is going to get their revenge.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that the Chiefs are going to be either they're going to be fairly secure in their spot, or they're going to be like, well, Mahomes got another late season high ankle sprain, and we're going to just rest him.
So you think it's gonna be a Raiders win?
Yeah.
So you got them going 4-13.
I just like they have pieces,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't have they have pieces, but they have never shown consistently to do much. Like Geno might revert back to his Giants and Jets form.
Mm-hmm.
They have Jacoby Myers, and that's really it.
And Brock Bowers. Don't forget
Brock Bowers.
So you got 2, and then you have Genty, but Genty has a shit offensive line. Like that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Seahawks had an underrated offensive line.
Yeah.
I feel like no one points that out, and that's what gave Geno a lot of success, is finally having time in the pocket to actually see shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
And without any of that, and without with how bad that offensive line is, I just don't see it happening. Not to mention their defense that basically relies on Max Crosby to basically just carry them to relevancy.
I think no one's talking about. They lost Nate Hobbs and Christian Wilkins, which that was such a
Okay.
Christian Wilkins was actually doing very good for them before he got hurt,
Before he started
and then
kissing
before he
dudes.
started having a makeout session with one of his teammates.
Oh my
He's out here
goodness.
kissing dudes without consent.
Yeah, that was
But-
the most.
But yeah,
craziest thing.
what I was talking about, Nate Hobbs, their corner, like he was a very underrated part of their piece in the Packers, which that's, in my opinion, a bigger loss than Christian Wilkins, because like Jack Jones is gone too. Like I can't name anyone in their secondary.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Chandler Jones?
He mental health, CTE, Antonio Brown path.
It's
Okay.
syndrome. Okay, Johnny, you got here the Raiders going 7-10.
I think they could go 9-8. I could see. I think they're gonna be around the 500-ish mark. I think they come out strong. Revenge for the Tuck rule. Beat the Patriots.
Hmm.
Like they come out and then I think the Chargers beat them, and I'm pretty sure I cannot wait to see how Jim Harbaugh trolls the Pete Carroll after the game.
Yes.
Commanders win, Bears win. I think they beat the Colts, they beat the Titans, lose to Kansas City,
Hmm.
beat the Jags, lose to Denver, lose to Dallas, beat Cleveland. I think the Chargers sweep them. I think they upset Denver and then immediately lose to Philly, like Matthew said earlier. Or
Yeah.
I forgot who said that. And they beat the Texans for some reason, and then they lose to the Giants because why the hell not? And then
Yeah.
they lose to the Chiefs because I think the Chiefs will actually be playing their starters because I think Denver will make the division competitive at least.
Mhm.
But I feel like the Giants game will be similar to when the Colts lost to Drew Lock last year, and I'm also they're all. It can't be an NFL season without Jameis Winston having a game where yeah goes absolutely nuclear for no reason.
That's for sure.
James Winston's underrated. You cannot change my mind.
He's
Okay, I say Kyler Murray's Jekyll and Hyde. Jameis Winston is actually Jekyll. He's like the epitome of that.
I agree. I know you're
5,000
so right.
yards and 30,
Yeah.
30 for
30 for
30.
30, bitch. 30 for 30.
Dude, they have to make a 30 for 30 on that season.
Oh yeah. All right. So that is ours for the Raiders. So we're gonna move to the Chargers now.
They're interesting, especially since it's confirmed Najee Harris still has his eye.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So for me, so the first game they're playing against the Chiefs and they're playing at Brazil. I think.
Not to have a Brazil game.
Yeah, the Brazil game. So I think.
We're going to Brazil.
Over under players that get robbed.
Yes.
5.
Over 5. But I think, at least talking about the Chiefs' perspective, losing that bad in the Super Bowl, you're going to want some revenge. Especially when it goes towards your division rivals. Because you want to show that you are still that top dog in the division. So I think
Plus, it's a Brazil game, so like everything's thrown out of pocket completely.
So I think the Chiefs are going to beat them there. And and also, can we talk about this? Having 3 division games all at once, like all back to back to back, is kind of insane.
As a Steeler fan, as Steeler fans, I think we understand what that means.
So that's crazy. I think Chiefs are gonna win the first game. Then Raiders are gonna win, and I think they're going to beat the Broncos at home. They're going to beat the Giants, lose to the Commanders, beat the Dolphins. Then they're going to lose to the Vikings, lose to the Steelers, then lose to the Eagles, and I think I think they're gonna beat the Cowboys but get swept by the Chiefs, and then split the series with the Broncos. So giving them 8 and 9.
Okay.
I think, especially when it goes towards that first playoff game against the Texans when Justin Herbert threw 5 picks. And there's something needs to get done there in the Chargers, and they really
Justin Herbert had more picks in that game than he did the entire season.
Yeah,
Let that sink in.
it's insane. Yeah.
No, he had 4, but he had 3 the entire season. Is what it was. Because like his eye, he was like 26-3 last year, and then he had 4 picks in that one game.
Yeah, and at least from outside looking in, it seems like they haven't done much to beef their team up. The last time I saw that they actually did something was they just brought back Keenan Allen.
They signed and retired Mike Williams too.
Yeah, so I just think that they're in a weird position. Sure, the Harbaugh can bring this team to the playoffs, but I just don't see it right now. Connor, what do you think?
So this Brazil game, it's just so weird. I think it's weird enough that the Chargers win Week 1 against the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. So,
No, Chargers win.
oh, you have the Chargers winning. Oh, okay.
Like I said, it's just weird enough that the Chargers win the first week. Then Week 3, I have the Broncos beating the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have Chargers winning Week 4.
Mm-hmm.
Commanders Week 5.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers week 6.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have the Chargers week 8.
Oh.
Steelers week 10.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles week 14.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Chiefs week 15.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys week 16 actually.
Okay.
And then I have the Chargers winning week 18.
Okay. So you have their record as 11-6.
I actually think that their ceiling is, well, I guess I wouldn't say their ceiling, but I think they're going to do a little bit better than what most people think that they're going to do this year.
But the thing is, like, we always shoot the Chargers, and like we always think they're gonna. They always have the talent, but then they always undershoot. So hopefully they do the opposite this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice for once for them to actually perform well.
So all 5 of their fans are happy.
Yes.
Hey, they're underrated.
Mason, what do you got?
So, I agree. I think the Chargers are going to come out and smack the Chiefs in the mouth with it's either going to be a blowout or it's going to be like a last second like defensive fuck up victory.
Okay.
I think that the Chargers are going to beat the Texans the Broncos the first time around. Sorry, this is all zoomed out. I'm trying to figure this out from here.
All right.
I see the Chargers beating the Dolphins. I think it's going to be an offensive clinic, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think
10.
Steelers are going to the fucking Super Bowl, so they're going to fucking beat the
Y'all are
Chargers.
gonna Super Bowl.
Oh,
They're
Yeah,
going to the Super Bowl.
We're going to
Okay.
downtown.
going
You're
down.
gonna
Chargers.
riding that. You're gonna trees me riding that freaking tractor thing around all night if that happens.
I see the Chargers losing to the Chiefs in Week 15,
Mm-hmm.
and I see the Charger. What do I have them at right now?
The Chargers, you have them at 11-5.
I think that they're going to lose to Denver then,
Okay.
because they're going to sit there and be like, "Look, we got in on the wild card. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we're just taking it as a win, and we're going to rest our starters because probably Justin Hurts' back is probably going to kill from carrying this team."
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no doubts about that.
I think they have a decent shot. I think that they're going to fix their running back issue, which I didn't think it was an issue, but maybe just some more consistent health. Because like Gus Edwards and everyone was just kind of injured all the time. But I think that they have good coaches. They've got a good system. As long as they just minimize their mistakes, I think they'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
My only problem is losing Rashawn Slater for the year is like absolutely the most brutal thing that could have happened.
Their
Right.
defense is really my main concern. That
That's in
and
my opinion.
Perryman. Their like starting linebacker got arrested.
Like the Chargers had, like in my opinion, before Slater got hurt, I thought they had a top 3 offensive line, but now it's like borderline top, it's like top 10-ish.
Yeah, I think Joe Alt was a great pick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Johnny, you have them at 9-8. Not making it to playoffs.
That just they always end up being that, so I have no reason to think. Like I think, they lose to Kansas City. I just think they will do that for some reason. Beat the Raiders, beat the Broncos, beat the Giants. They lose to the Commanders. I think the Dolphins done them. Like one of those. Beat the Colts, lose to the Vikings because the Chargers always seem to lose those games for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Beat the Titans, beat the Steelers because Steelers West Coast rarely happens.
Yeah.
They beat the Jags, beat the Raiders. They sweep the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Lose to the Eagles. I think they normally put up they always play better at Kansas City. Like last year, the Chiefs literally doubled doinked the ball, field goal in to win the game.
Yeah.
Like they almost lost that, and the Chargers should have won that easily, but they just kept fucking up after another.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they will split the Chiefs. Same thing with Dallas. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, every time I watch Dallas, like, Justin Herbert just has a freaking meltdown against them. He always throws, like, 2 picks against them.
Yeah.
And I think that won't really change. Like, the Cowboys always beat them, like, 20-17. I think that was the score the last 2 times they played them, if I remember. It was always, like, that type of game with them, where the Chargers have every chance to win, but they just don't. Then they lose to. Yeah, I have them losing their last three. They lose to Houston and Denver. I think they Charger the season away.
Okay, so so you think at some point they're going to be riding the high, then all of a sudden they just crash.
You remember they're going to do what the Steelers did last year, except not as bad.
Okay, yeah, I would say that's pretty
All
solid.
right. I think before this next thing, let's just say who everyone thinks is winning the AFC West.
Oh, the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Does anyone think Denver?
No.
No.
Okay, I want to see that because I think Denver ties the Chiefs with record-wise, but I think the Chiefs still win the division.
I'm sorry. Denver has not shown me that they're ready for that.
Is
I think
it-
the Chiefs are still going to be big brother.
Mm.
They're just shitting on them.
Yeah,
agree.
Yeah.
but like the freaking Broncos seem like Jade Barron, low key, amazing pick. Like I didn't even think about him taking that, but him with PS2 is just absolutely ridiculous. And then they added Tallulah Hufanga and Dre Greenlaw to the secondary,
Mhm.
and also Zach Allen. They re-signed Zach Allen. Nick Benito is there too. Like they have a very all-around, well-rounded defense, and they because they actually have money to spend.
I will say if the
Yeah.
Broncos don't win the division this year, in the very near future, the Broncos are going to win the division.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think that like this. So again, like basically what I just keep saying is that the AFC West, I think, has turned into like one of those division rival powerhouses over these last 2 years, where you see the Chargers, the Broncos, and even the Raiders have gotten better, and the Dolphins, the Chiefs, feel like they just keep doing what they're doing, and it's
My
working.
problem with Denver too is like who the hell's their running back?
Yeah,
Like I
that's-
know Javante was terrible, was like just a huge whiff on them, but like they have AJ Perry, yeah, but like or Big Dog, or whatever the hell Noah was calling him.
Big
yesterday.
Dog. Yeah, they do got Big Dog.
Like they don't have like any running back that makes me be like, ooh. But like I did hear Bo Nix was looking really good. He was working with Drew Brees. I think he might end up being the best QB from this class, which says a lot because I think we all thought he would be the worst.
Yeah.
But he's actually this QB class actually looks pretty solid. But Bo Nix, after starting horribly last year and just going clutch mode down the stretch, really surprised me.
Yeah. Oh, I'd say Bo Nix really surprised me too last year. I didn't think much about him until saw him in action. So my rankings here, I think that the Broncos are going to beat the Bengals, lose to the Eagles, beat the Jets, beat the Giants. I'm going to say they're going to beat the Cowboys. Yeah, I said it. I think they're going. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I think they're gonna beat the Broncos are gonna beat the Chiefs, lose to the Commanders, and I think they're gonna beat Green Bay, and then they're gonna split the series with the Chiefs, giving them 12-5. I think they've just beefed up their defense so much, and I think by the time the next year comes rolling around, if they are I don't think they're a Super Bowl winning caliber team yet. But when this next draft comes in, they're able to get some better wide receiver depth, better running back depth. I think then that's when their time to shine, to take the throne of the AFC West. So, Connor, what do you think?
I have them beating the Bengals.
Yes.
I have the Eagles winning.
Mm.
I have the Jets winning. There's just something about that England game I'm not liking.
Mm.
Denver beating the Giants.
Mhm.
I have Denver beating the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
That I have the Chiefs winning here.
Okay.
The Commanders winning.
Mm-hmm.
Then they beat Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And then they beat the Chiefs here.
They beat the Chiefs. They beat the Chiefs at home.
Yes. I think
Okay.
it's going to be some weird voodoo type shit going on
Yeah,
there.
voodoo magic. Okay, yeah. And you have them going at 11-6. So,
Because of tiebreakers, they don't make the playoffs.
yeah. Jeez. All right, Mason, next.
Alrighty. I think that the Bengals are going to lose to the Broncos.
Mhm.
I think the Jets are going to pull out the dub in England.
Yeah.
I just see it being like some Freaky Friday bullshit, and maybe Justin Fields puts his name out there as being the superior athlete.
Okay.
I think that Week 11, the Chiefs are going to win.
Mhm.
And I think Freaky Friday shit's going to happen again, but this time it's going to be in the Broncos' favor, and they're going to get the dub.
Yeah. And then you got them going 9-8. So
I believe in Bo Nix, but I think he might hit the sophomore.
okay, sophomore slump. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, Johnny, what you got? The Broncos going 11-6.
Yes, let me pull that up right now. I'm at a bar right now, so just bear with me if it sounds loud. I'll mute whenever necessary, but
Okay.
The
I
guy
think
is
they-
out here partying.
I think they beat the Titans. They beat the Colts. Lose to the Chargers. beat the Bengals. Because I just think the Bengals. I think the Bo Nix will have a good game, and I think the Denver defense will Verona. They lose to the Eagles, beat the Jets, beat the Giants, beat the Cowboys, lose to the Texans, beat the Raiders. I think the Broncos almost could have swept the Chiefs last year if you think about it.
Oh yeah.
If they didn't block that field goal. But I do think in Mile High they get the W. Kind of off the bye. They're really on a high right now.
Mhm.
Then they lose to then they have a slide. They lose to the Commanders and Raiders back to back.
Mhm.
But then I think they round out the year. They win their last 3 of their last 4 with the loss being to Kansas City. It's 11-6, second place in the AFC West, losing it by tiebreaker to the Chiefs.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense and everything. So yeah. Yeah, I feel like we all kind of had them going to that direction of making it to playoffs or close to playoffs. So I think
They don't have a premier receiver. Like Portland Sutton's a nice receiver, but he should not be a receiver one.
He was a fantasy gold mine last year.
Yeah. All right. Next, we got the people. So we know that this is going to be the person that's going to win.
That's his boyfriend's team.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. So Kansas City Chiefs.
Line.
So yeah. I mean, coming off of a terrible Super Bowl loss, which basically that could have been a Tom Brady moment, sitting on the bench against the Falcons, and they did not show up when they needed to, and it goes to show that the Philadelphia can beat any dynasty coming up. So, for week 2, I am going to go and say that the Chiefs are going to get the revenge on the Eagles. I think there's a lot of hatred going on between the two. So I feel like that there's gonna be a lot of animosity, and I think the Chiefs are gonna. It's like the same thing that happened in what was it 2023 when the Chiefs beat the Eagles and then the Eagles ended up beating them. So that's why I think Chiefs are gonna beat the Giants. No questions asked. I think this time around, I think the Ravens are going to beat the Chiefs. I think they're still mad, not only from losing to them in the AFC Championship game, but also losing last year in Week 1 because of a toe tap. So I think there's going to be a lot of hatred coming out there. I think they're going to lose against the Lions. I think this year is going to be a year for the Chiefs that is going to be hard to stay and keep the division, because how hard their schedule is. So I think they're going to have a lot of tough games coming up, but I think the Lions are also going to beat them too. Then I think they're going to beat the Raiders and then beat the Commanders, but then lose to Buffalo because Buffalo beats them every single time in the regular season. Then Broncos are going to beat them. Chiefs are going to beat the Colts. They're going to beat the Cowboys, and I have them at 12-5. But they're the ones that are going to win the AFC West.
I forgot how rough their started their first 9 games are.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a rough slate.
it's a rough schedule. Connor, what do you think?
So I think that the Eagles are going to win the week 2 because I just think that's so early in the season to be playing the Eagles. Then I have them. I have the Chiefs beating the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs beating the Giants. I think the Chiefs beat the Ravens here still.
You think the Chiefs beat the Ravens? Toe tap or no?
Field goal.
Field goal. Okay.
I think they're gonna get a walk-off field goal to beat the Ravens here.
Okay.
Then I have Detroit winning against Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have Kansas beating Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo beating Kansas. Just because you're right, that Buffalo always wins the regular season.
Yeah.
And then I have Kansas beating Dallas.
Yes. And then that gives them 11-6. So.
Oh, they lose on tiebreakers to the Chargers.
So that's what you got them at. You
I
have
need-
You have three teams in the AFC West, all 11-6.
I guess the AFC West is just the free for all division because I think this is definitely the Chiefs. Might be the Chiefs one of their worst seasons with Patrick Mahomes, and I think that every other team is beefed up just enough that it's going to be a very competitive division this year.
I can definitely agree on that. Mason, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna unleash the beast here. I think that Ravens are going to lose to the Chiefs.
Okay.
They tend to lose to them for some fucking reason.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I do believe that the Ravens are the superior team, I just don't see them pulling out. I think the Bills come out with the dub,
Mm-hmm.
only
And-
then to lose to them in heartbreaking fashion. I think I got everything else played out.
You do got everything. You got 9-8, the Chiefs.
I just don't see them being the division champ. Like,
Okay.
now,
Yeah.
I'm only saying this because, again, they got routed. They got exposed in the
Mhm.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And they didn't really do much. Now, watch me eat a bag of shit and then go. Like, I can see this going one of two ways. So you're going to be the worst team, and they're going to wake up to reality and be like, oh shit, we actually have to do shit now.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're going to make me eat a bag of shit, and Travis Kelce is going to unlock, like, god tier tight end powers into his 30s because this new album dropped.
Because the new Taylor Swift album drops. That's what's gonna do it.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. Like, I'm still waiting for the breakup song, and it's
Yeah.
not happening.
It's not
anytime
happening.
soon, so.
Taylor just announced her 12th album on the Kelsey's podcast too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
All right.
How
that
about
was- But let me pull up mine. Sorry, I've been muted. I'm listening, but then I also have my headphone in. So
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I don't think I want to hear my buddy Joey with me. When he's drinking, especially.
Oh, great.
I don't even know when he's drinking.
All right, so I think they beat the Chargers.
Yeah.
I think Billy beats them again.
Mhm.
Like Billy's pass rush, like they didn't really upgrade. I don't care. I think like they got Trey Smith extended, yeah, and they extended all their guys, but losing like Joe Tooney is gonna absolutely kill them, I think. But yeah, that's why I think the Eagles' interior line is gonna dominate that game. They beat the Giants. I think the Ravens get over the hump. I think Jags win. I mean, Jags lose. They beat the Jags.
Yeah.
And then they lose to the Lions, so they're 3-3. I think they beat the Raiders and Commanders. For some reason, Buffalo has the Chiefs' number in the regular season,
Oh yeah.
especially in. And then I think after the bye, they lose in Mile High. Then everyone's like, "Oh wow, the Chiefs, they're 6-6." No, they're what are they? Like 5-5 or something. Yeah, they're 5-5. Well, too bad. They're gonna win. This is where they have the easy part of their scheduling, or easier part. I think they win 6 of their last 7 and steal the division from the Broncos.
Yeah.
I mean, from the Broncos. I mean,
Yeah. As I think that they're still gonna win this division.
I think it's going to be similar to when the Dolphins had like a couple years ago when the Bills came back from the depths of hell to steal the division from Miami.
Still the division. Yeah.
I think it's going to be that kind of game.
Are we saving AFC North for last then?
Yeah, do North last.
Okay.
We're the most biased towards them.
So we're going to start off with the Patriots. Then.
AFC East is going to be. Yeah, AFC East is going to be boring this year.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be boring. I think there's only maybe some things that are going to happen. Again, I think the Patriots have definitely beefed up over this last offseason. I mean, I guess acquiring Stephon Diggs is all right. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. Stephon Diggs just wants to show that he can do good anywhere else other than Buffalo after leaving. So and he's just a diva. Personal opinion. I think for week 2 they're going to go play the Dolphins. I think they're going to beat them. I think the Steelers are going to beat the Patriots. Panthers are going to beat the Patriots. Bills are winning at home. They're going to beat the Saints. Then the Patriots are going to beat the Browns. Falcons are going to beat the Patriots. Bucks. Then this game is going to be a tough game for me to choose, but I think they're going to split the series. So Patriots winning this one, and the Jets winning the second. The Bengals are going to win, and they're going to beat the Giants. I think the Bills are going to sweep the Patriots this year. They're going to lose to the Ravens, and I think the Dolphins may squeeze a little light win, giving them 7-10 for me.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair record.
All right,
Yeah.
Connor.
I have them beating Miami week 2.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
I have the Steelers beating the Patriots. I have the Panthers beating the Patriots.
Yeah.
I have Buffalo sweeping the Patriots.
I agree.
I think Patriots beat the Saints.
Yes.
The Patriots over the Browns. I'll say the Falcons over the Patriots.
Mhm.
Bucks over the Patriots. I think they split the series with the Jets, so they win here, and then the Jets win at home. Bengals beat the Patriots, and then the Patriots beat the Giants. Then I have the Ravens beating the Patriots, and the Patriots beating Miami again.
Okay, so you had them sweeping. So
Yes.
they get 8 and 9. This year.
I see them floating around like close to 500, but not over 500.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Mason, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that Patriots are going to beat the Dolphins. I think that the Steelers are going to beat the Patriots. Buffalo's going to sweep the Patriots. There's just nothing they can really do on that end.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Browns are going to come out on top.
Okay.
I think the Jets are going to sweep. I think the Jets are going to sweep. I think they have a
Okay.
solid defense. I'm going to say the Bengals are going to win against the Patriots. Ravens are going to beat the Patriots, and I think the Patriots end the season on a dub against the Dolphins because Tua gets his 18th concussion and retires.
I can definitely see that. If Tua is not healthy, so is not the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, Tyreek. They should honestly just trade Tyreek.
Dolphins, so they are one of the worst teams in the NFL. Tua might be a system QB, but my God, that system needs Tua more than he needs.
Yeah, why?
I
If
agree.
he's the
Yeah.
QB, why does he do so? Why is it that they can't function when he's not around?
Yeah, it's insane.
Well, I mean, yeah, especially they couldn't even do anything with Pro Bowl or Tyler Huntley.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
True.
So Johnny, you got them going 7-10.
Yeah, I think they could be better or worse. They're a really weird team, but they did add a lot, especially Carlton Davis, Milton Williams, Stephon Diggs is meh, I guess, but Kyle Williams I am really high on him. I think he's my fantasy sleeper, I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And especially Ohio State legend Trevion Henderson, who had an amazing kickoff return.
Yeah.
But I think they lose to the Raiders, beat the Dolphins. The Patriots always beat the Steelers, no matter how good or bad they are. So they're gonna win. Lose to the
Take that
Panthers. Yes, we remember. Yeah, they were 3-14 one year, and they beat us easily.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah, that year, that was when Mitch was starting for us. The
Yeah.
Patriots scored 6 points in 2 games, and they scored 21 in the first quarter with Bailey freaking Zappi.
Yeah, it still hurts.
I am indecisive.
Dude, but either way, they lose to the Bills, beat the Saints. I think the Titans upset them, and then they clobber the Browns in response.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons finally beat them. Took long enough.
Yeah.
I think the Bucks handle business. They beat the Jets. Bengals. I think the Bengals win. They beat the Giants. Bills win. I think the Ravens win. They beat the Jets, sweep the Jets, and then they lose to the Finns. So I think they split with the Finns, sweep the Jets, and then they get swept by the Bills. At 7-10, I feel like they're going to show a lot of progress. I think they'll be better next year, but this is mostly a Drake May development year.
I can see that. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Next, let's head to the Jets.
The butt bumble.
Yes. Again, the Jets, they have Justin Fields now. He's paired up with his old wide receiver from college and Garrett Wilson. But I think at least seeing a lot of training footage from Justin Fields now, I don't think he's going to be good in the pass game. He's always going to be good in the run game. There's no question about that.
This is about
But yeah, I think so. Home opener against the Steelers. I think the Steelers are going to take them because Aaron Rodgers is going to have a legacy game against the Jets because I think he hates the Jets, which I can see why. Bills are going to sweep them. Actually, I'm going to say the Bills are probably going to rest their starters, so I think they're going to split the series with them. Bucks beat them. I think that Miami's going to win one of them, but then they're going to split with them as well. The Cowboys are going to beat them. The Panthers are going to beat them. The Bengals are going to beat them. I think they're going to beat the Browns. The Ravens are going to beat them. Falcons. And then they're going to beat the Saints, giving them 6-11. So yeah. But I would say...
I just got to say, like, there are so many times. I feel like this is like the 5th time where, think about this: Robert Saleh, Todd Bowles, and like Rex Ryan or whatever. Like, they keep bringing in really solid defensive coordinators, and we think, well, this guy's turned the Jets around, and then they proceed to butt fumble time after time. And I think I like Aaron Glenn. I'm just saying he's going to be back, and he's going to be wearing a Lions shirt again in a couple of years.
I can see that. Connor, what do you think?
I think Aaron Rodgers only has enough gas in the tank for one revenge game this season. So I think the Jets win week 1.
Okay.
But then they immediately lose to Buffalo and the Bucks in the following 2 weeks. I think they split their season with Miami winning here and the Jets winning the other one.
Okay.
And then I have Dallas winning this game. I'll go with Carolina over the Jets. Bengals over the Jets. I have the Jets beating Cleveland. Ravens beat the Jets. I'll go with the Falcons over the Jets here. And then Jets over the Saints.
Yeah.
And Buffalo's probably resting their players, so Jets.
Yeah. Jets. So you're gonna say 8 and 9.
That might be a little bit more generous than I would have liked it, but I think I do genuinely think that they're going to beat the Steelers week 1 because that's just something the Steelers would do.
I can see it.
God damn it!
All right. Mason.
All right.
What do you think?
Jets not beating the Steelers week 1. I don't think Justin Fields is getting his redemption or his revenge game. Buffalo sweeping them. That's not
a question.
No, unfortunately. Right. I mean, I'd like. I don't know. Buffalo, depending on where they are, I think that they could win. I think Justin Fields will win Week 18 against them, but Miami is losing to the Jets.
Yeah.
I just don't have a lot of faith in Miami. I mean, I like Tua, but I think their window is shut. I honestly think, and hear me out here, the Bengals still really don't have a defense. So I think the Jets squeak out a win here.
Okay.
I think that the Browns still win here.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore still wins. I think the Jets beat the Dolphins, and then I think that the Jets will get a pity win against Buffalo.
Actually, now since we've gone through a couple times, I'm going to actually change my prediction for the reason being, I think Buffalo is going to win. Sure, they may rest their starters that game,
You have
but
that much faith?
but I believe that the Bills may still want to win that game because they have not lost a game at home for a while now. I think they're on a very great streak of not losing at home, and if they keep that streak going, they're going to want to keep it going in Week 18.
No, your backup quarterback is Mitch Trubisky.
I
Mitch gets in pity.
So I'm going to put a little bias here and say I think the Bills are going to win if they still keep their record of winning at home.
Another?
Okay.
You feel free. My food coming. On the second one.
All right, Johnny.
I've eaten.
What do you got? I feel lonely.
All right, am I up?
Yeah, you're up.
What's up? Sorry, I'm eating mozzarella sticks and I'm offering to people.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm on the Patriots. Let me switch to the Jets. Okay. Okay.
And Tommy.
Week 1, I have the Jets winning.
Mm.
Week 2, I have the Jets winning. Week 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The Jets win. Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson turn into Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. Super Bowl. And Joe Namath can finally pass in the heavens.
It might be folded up.
Right.
That's
Okay, they actually go 5-12.
Yeah.
They lose to the Steelers, lose to the Bills, lose to the Bucks, lose to the Finns, lose to the Cowboys, lose to the Broncos, beat the Panthers, lose to the Bengals, beat the Browns, lose to the Patriots, lose to the Ravens, beat the Falcons, because why not?
Mm-hmm.
They got swept by the Dolphins, lose to the Jags and Saints.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they beat the Jags and Saints, They lose to the Patriots, and I think the Bills will need to win this game because I think Baltimore is going to be right on their tail. So the Bills actually have to win to clinch the number 1 seed.
Okay. I can see that.
One of those days.
All right, let's move to the Dolphins, which again, I made mention that with this Dolphins team, is that they have no more cornerback depth because they're all getting injured.
No, let's be real. This team was going to start Artie Burns.
Yeah,
That says enough.
like I don't think this is going to be a great team this year. So I'm gonna say
They're
Bills sweep. They've been sweeping the Dolphins for a while now. Panthers are going to beat them. I think they're going to squeeze a win against the Browns, but they're going to lose to the Falcons. They're going to lose to the Commanders in Spain. I think they may beat the Saints. Steelers are going to beat them, and the Bengals are going to beat them. Actually, it may be like a 70 game because of how bad it is for both teams. And then they're going to lose to the Bucks, giving them 4-12.
So what?
You missed their game against the Ravens.
Okay, I'm curious.
Right here. Yes.
So, what do you think will be the over/under for the Bengals Dolphins?
I would say the over would probably be like
70. Might be 70.
It's like it would be quite a bit.
I think at least
I'd
like
say 50.
I think 60. I think 60 could actually be it.
Yeah. So, it's crazy. All right, Connor, what are you saying?
I think Buffalo sweeps Miami,
Yeah, agreed.
and then I think Carolina beats Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cleveland barely beats Miami here.
Okay.
Atlanta falls up and beats Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Ravens beat
Yeah.
Miami. And then the Dolphins somehow, with the power of sun, beat Washington in Spain.
Okay.
I think Miami beats the Saints and then lose to the Steelers. Oh, I would say they lose to the Bucks,
Okay. And what about the
and
Bengals?
for the Bengals game, I think the Bengals win just purely because of a shootout mentality, and that
Mm-hmm.
Miami would be the first team to let up.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. You're gonna have them go 3-14. Can't complain. Mason, what are you thinking?
All right. Well, I think that they're basically looking at kind of a Bengals situation where they have the offense, but they don't have the defense.
Mm-hmm.
So they're getting swept by Buffalo.
Twice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Good man.
I think that they lose to the Browns because the Browns have the defense and they could probably muster up some offense. I think that they lose to the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to lose to the Steelers. Sorry, Minka.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think the Bengals come out on top.
I agree. So 4-13. Johnny, you
I
got
just
them.
don't.
Oops. Sorry.
I just don't
I
feel.
I have them 9. I have them 9-8.
Yeah.
Really?
I that's
Their
that's
offense is very good. That's yeah. I think they beat the Colts. They lose to the Patriots. Lose to the Bills. Beat the Jets. Lose to the Panthers. They always beat the Chargers, so I think they beat the Chargers. Beat the Browns. Beat the Falcons. And then they lose to the Ravens, Bills, and Ravens, Bills can blow them out or take care of them easily. I think they lose to the Commanders. Beat the Saints. Beat the Jets. Lose to the Steelers. I think I'm calling that it's going to be 42-35 Dolphins. Bengals are driving down the field to tie it. Burrow looks chasing the end zone, and he's picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
that is the funniest thing I think I've ever heard.
Really?
That probably then they. I won't be surprised if the Dolphins. The Bengals tend to lose games like this.
Mm-hmm.
You got to remember, Bungles.
Mm-hmm.
And they lose to the Bucks. They lose to the Bucks. They know the playoff. They have no chance of reaching the playoffs, but they do get a prideful win against New England, finishing 9-8.
All right.
If this is if Tua doesn't get his head turned into chili.
That is also true.
True, that
If
is
Tua,
very
Yeah.
if Tua gets hurt, yeah, 3-14.
Okay, next we got the Buffalo Bills, baby.
No
Number one
bias
seed in the
applied
AFC.
here at all.
I am going to say they're going to be the 1 seed in the AFC. I think week 1 the Bills are going to win at home, and then they're going to beat the Saints. They're going to go and beat the Falcons. They're going to beat the Panthers. They're going to beat the Bucks. They're going to beat the Steelers. They're going to beat the Bengals. They're going to beat the Browns and lose to the Eagles. Them going
15-2.
to have them going 15-2 this season. Every single game on the Bills' schedule, they are favored to win in.
Except
They're going to lose to Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs.
Yeah. But this is why I think they're going to go 15-2 and secure that 1 seed. Connor, what do you think?
I think they do beat the Ravens, and they beat the Saints, and then they beat the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Panthers. And then I think they've been winning too. I think at this point they've been on such a long win streak that they lose to the Bucks,
Okay.
but then they beat the Steelers,
Mm-hmm.
beat the Bengals,
Mm-hmm.
beat the Browns.
Mhm.
What's their record currently at?
14-2.
And they lose to the Eagles.
I would say, at least for me, I think you could switch. For me, I could switch the Bucks game.
Of course you're going to say that.
No, I'm saying that
I have
I
them
can-
going
I can see-
undefeated.
I can see I can see on my bracket. I would say that the Bucks would beat them, and then they would beat the Eagles at home, because trying to go into Highmark Stadium to beat the Bills is tough. That's why everyone thought that the Bills would beat them when the Chiefs went there. The Chiefs would lose to them in that divisional round that 1 year. and they ended up not. But but it's really hard to do it. But Mason, what'd you say?
Nothing.
I heard some sort of undefeated season. Don't get me excited.
No, fuck if the Bills are losing week 1 to the Ravens.
Okay.
Hey, can I say this first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Cincinnati Bengals were the last team to defeat the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo on January 21st, 2023. So ever since they got blown out at home against Cincinnati in the playoffs, they have not. So basically, 2 straight seasons. Or wait, yeah, basically all of last year. Like they haven't lost since they lost to Cincinnati.
I just don't see them winning the season opener. I think they're going to come in and get deflated, and then it's just going to be revenge bait the rest of the season.
So, what do you
I
got?
think the Bills beat the
Melissa,
Steelers.
how about Agua, please?
What?
Thank you.
Bills beat the Steelers. I think the Bills beat the Bengals. And yeah, that's it.
And then,
The Bills are going to beat, yeah.
yeah, so they're going 15-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny, you have them going 14-3. What's up with that?
Let me pull that up right now. I had to say the Bills have not lost. The Bills have not lost a home game in 2 years.
Yeah.
But so the Bills don't have a premier receiver, but Josh Allen has showed that doesn't care, and they got James Cook again, who's a really good threat from that. Their defense, I like Maxwell Harrison. That was a very nice pick for them. I think he will add something that Tre'Davious White has not brought to them in the last few years. My food's here. Yes. But I have a lot of hope for Buffalo. I think they do win. They are my. I don't know. We're going to talk about this later. I think the Buffalo Bills will get over the hump and win the Super Bowl this season.
Enough words said. Enough words said.
Without a premier receiver, I think they have a bit of a problem.
I think the defense. They have a really good defensive line. It's decent, not like the Eagles, but Greg Rousseau, Ed Oliver, they got Joey Bosa now. They eventually maybe get Larry McJoby back when he gets off his suspension.
Okay, next.
I think they beat the Ravens. Oh, I didn't even do my record yet.
Oh, okay. So where are you at?
They beat the Ravens. They beat the Jets. Beat the Dolphins. Beat the Saints. Beat the Patriots. I think they lose to Atlanta. I think Atlanta gets the upset. Atlanta's coming off a bye. And I think Atlanta just spends 2 weeks prepping for Buffalo, who's on a high, and they win. They beat Carolina, beat Kansas City, beat Miami, beat Tampa Bay. You said this earlier, going into Houston on a short week. Houston has the number. And then they lose. They beat Pittsburgh. Then Cincinnati, another team that seems to have the Bills' number. I think they get the win there. Then they went out. They beat the Eagles. They beat the Patriots, Browns, Eagles, Jets. 14-3, 1 seed, and Super Bowl championship.
Okay. Yeah. Can't go wrong with that. All right, now we are entering the final division. We got the AFC North. We're starting off with the Browns. Now the Browns. I don't even know what's going on with the Browns anymore. It's just kind of getting crazy. But I would go to say, I think the Browns may win the first game, then lose to the Ravens right after, then lose to the Packers, lose to the Lions, lose to the Vikings, lose to the Steelers. Lose. I think they're going to lose to the Ravens at home. I think they're going to lose to the 49ers, lose to the Bears. For some reason, they will have one win against the Steelers for some odd reason, so I'm going to give them that one. And I'm going to give the Bengals a win at home, giving them 3-14. That's what I got. Connor, what do you got?
I have them splitting the season with the Bengals, so they win the first game. And then I have the Ravens sweeping the Browns.
Yeah.
Then I have Green Bay beating Cleveland, Detroit beating Cleveland, the Vikings beating Cleveland, the Steelers beating Cleveland.
Yeah.
and I have
13.
the 49ers beating Cleveland,
Yeah.
the Bears beating Cleveland, and for some reason the Steelers still managed to beat Cleveland.
Oh, you think the Steelers are going to sweep?
I do think the Steelers are going to weirdly enough sweep Cleveland this year.
Okay. So give them 3 and 14. Mason, what do you think?
I think that the Browns are going to win Week 1 against the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
What the do? I think they're going to lose to the Ravens. I think that they're going to lose. I think the Steelers will sweep them. I'm just going to say that. I think the Steelers will sweep them. The Steelers, they're going to be close games. I don't think they're going to be like blowouts or like domination. I think they're going to be close games, but I think the Steelers sweep them. They're going to beat the Ravens. I don't know how, but they somehow like over the last like 3 years have always beat the Ravens at least once. Kind of like the Steelers always beating the Ravens once.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think
that's
that's it. Yeah.
And then I think the Bengals get their revenge at the end of the year.
Yeah. Bengals revenge. All right. So you got them going 7 and 10.
I don't think they're a terrible team. The Browns haven't been terrible as of late. It's usually like coaching error or just like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Johnny, you got them. Oh,
definitely.
yeah,
2 and 15.
2 and 15. Yeah.
They don't know who their quarterback is. It's the same thing with the Saints. Like it is such a clusterfuck there. Like Joe Flacco, I think is fine, but number one, they don't have anyone to throw the ball. They don't have a running back who is not suspended at the most.
Mm-hmm.
I think Parsons Schwitzenberg, I can't say his name right, but I think he'll be very good for them. But like, they had a lot of picks. I think the Travis Hunter trade was the best thing they ever could have done because now I think that they're going to just try to tank for Kate Klubnik or Garrett Nussmeier.
They were not going to do anything with Travis Hunter if they would have gotten him.
And then they're going to trade Shedeur to Dallas for like a 3rd round pick because Jerry Jones is senile.
Yeah.
Didn't Dallas get Joe Milton?
Yes.
Yeah. Joe Milton, dude, best QB room ever. Dak Prescott, Joe Milton, and Peter Chambers.
With fucking.
But either way, they're so bad. I can't think of any on their defense. They have Mason Graham and Myles Garrett, which I think they could steal some games, but that's secondary. Outside of Switchinger and Denzel Ward, I can't think of anybody. Like, they have Devin Bush starting.
Yeah.
Like, and Jawan Thornhill, they tried to sign him. He didn't do shit for them. I think they go 0-6 in the division.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could steal a game. I won't be surprised if they steal a game or two. But, like, I'm just going to say their only wins. Oh, no, wait, no. I did have them beating the Ravens and the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Makes sense.
But other than that, like, I can't see them winning more than 5 games. Maximum. Like, they don't have that many pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, moving on to the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, the Bengals have a terrible defense. I think we all know that. What? It's going to cost them. I mean, if you...
Noah.
What?
Are we accounting if Trey Hendrickson is re-signed?
Yeah, we are accounting if Trey Hendrickson is re-signed.
Okay.
He's still on the team, so in this scenario, he is still on the team. He's not moved anywhere else. Yeah. So, yeah. That's still in the realm of possibility that Trey Hendrickson is still on this team. Even then, I don't think he is able to be the one person to stop everything. So I think they're going to lose to the Vikings. They're going to lose to the Lions. I think they're going to beat Green Bay. I think the Steelers are going to...
Really?
I think the Steelers are going to beat them. Then I think they're going to beat the Bears. And I think the Steelers are going to mysteriously sweep them because their defense. The defense is just that good. And also, I mean, our offense is good enough to where we can do some moves. Then the Ravens are going to beat them once, but then they're going to split the series, and then the Bengals are going to end up beating the Cardinals, getting them 9-8 in the season. it's gonna be like the same scenario that happened last year, that they were close to making it to the playoffs, but just you gotta work on that defense. If you work on that defense,
They had to
you're
rely on
making-
Carson Wentz to make the playoff. That just says enough about him.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. Connor, what are you thinking?
So I think the Vikings beat the Bengals week 3.
Mhm.
So now the Bengals are starting 1-3.
Yeah.
Detroit beats Cincinnati.
Mhm.
I think Green Bay still manages to pull off the win against the Bengals. I think the Steelers split the series with the Bengals winning at home and the Steelers winning at home.
Okay.
Then I have the Bengals winning against Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have the Ravens sweeping Cincinnati.
No, Ravens sweeping. Okay.
Yes. Then I think Arizona's able to pull off the win.
Okay, you're gonna give them 7-10 on the series. I think I can definitely. Go ahead.
So I think there's like a slimmer of hope. Cincinnati has a slimmer of hope, but I just don't think that ultimately they're able to pull it off.
Is it? I can definitely agree with your prediction because I think this is now the point to where is that you have a situation where you pay all these people on the offense. So you pay Joe Burrow, you pay Jamar Chase, you pay T. Higgins, but then now you're kind of understanding, and you're still losing games even though you have a good offense. Yeah, people are asking themselves, why are we still losing games? We have a good offense. Then I think the next year the defense is they're going to start really packing on defense in this next draft coming up. So I can definitely agree with that. Mason, what are you thinking?
The Bengals are going to lose games due to defense. Like, Joe Burrow's going to play out of his mind, but unfortunately, Joe Burrow's going to put up like at least 20 to 30 points a game, and they're still going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Steelers sweep them.
Okay.
I think that Ravens will. I think they'll lose one game to the Ravens. I don't know why, but the Ravens just have not been great against divisional opponents.
Yeah.
And then, that's it.
No, 9-8. I agree with that too.
Joe Burrow played out of his mind last year, and they still didn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah, it's insane. So I could definitely go on with that. Johnny, you got them going 10-7. You have them making it to playoffs.
Just by the skin of their teeth, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw they missed the playoffs in my original record thing, I had to make adjustments because I'm like, they have to. I just who they have them missing? Like, I don't see any other teams making the playoffs. Like, maybe the Chargers, I guess, but like Chargers or Dolphins, maybe, but like the AFC is like really top heavy, like the NFC used to be.
Yeah.
I think the Bengals beat the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
I think they lose. I think they stumble against the Jags. They beat the Vikings. I think Denver going into Mile High. I think Denver wins.
Mm-hmm.
They upset Detroit, but then they lose to Green Bay because Bungles.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Steelers. They beat the Jets. They beat the Bears, and then they lose to the Steelers. Beat the Patriots. Lose to the Ravens, beat the Bills, lose to the Ravens again, get swept by the Ravens. Like, the Ravens, like, yeah, they almost beat the Ravens twice last year, but the Ravens' defense just got significantly better, especially when you have Kyle Hamilton and Malachi Starks and Jair Alexander now.
Yeah.
Like Malachi Starks and Jair Alexander as additions to that secondary is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just don't, like, the Bengals have not been the same defense since Jesse Bates left for Atlanta. Like, he's been one of the best safeties in the NFL.
Yeah.
They should have re-signed him by any means, but Mike Brown is such a cheap bastard.
I agree.
But yeah, then they lose to Miami in an upset, and then they beat Arizona and Cleveland. They managed to somehow they squeezed their way into the 7th seed, and I have them losing it in the wildcard round to Baltimore.
Okay. That's pretty solid. Speaking of Baltimore, we're moving on to Baltimore now. Again, exactly what Johnny was talking about, how they've beefed up their defense so much, especially from the draft, and picking up Jair Alexander. I think definitely this is not. Well, I don't say it's a slept on Ravens team, but I think it's a very hard team to push back from. So I think that the Ravens are going to beat the Lions. Ravens are going to beat the Rams. They're going to beat the Bears. I think they'll probably beat the Vikings as well. Then I think they're going to split the series with the Steelers because they usually always do, and then they're going to beat the Packers, giving them 14-3, and getting the 2 seed. So, Connor, thoughts?
So I have Baltimore beating Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
This is at Detroit. Might be a different story, but
Yeah.
last it's not. I have the Ravens beating the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens beating Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens beating the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
I think they split the series with the Steelers. And
Yeah.
then I have the Ravens beating Green Bay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we got the same thing. Yeah, 14-3 and making the 2 seed. I think, just the Ravens are in a harder division than the Bills are, so I think the Bills are going to clinch up that 1 seed. So, Mason?
All right, I want to make this one quick because I'm getting really hungry. All right. What do we got?
So I think you really just only have the Steelers games.
They're going to beat the Steelers the first go around, but then the Steelers are going to beat them in the last week.
Yeah. Wait, did I miss anything?
Nope.
No? Alright. 12-5?
Hurry up. Yep,
Makes
that was the
sense.
last game. Let's go.
That's it. All right. Johnny, you got 13-4 Ravens.
Yeah, like the Ravens, like I said, they beat up their defense. This is their all-in push.
Are you on the phone?
Yeah.
I'm in a fine. Just give me a margarita, Melissa. Please surprise me, beautiful.
I got you.
Oh my.
Thank you,
Yeah, I
thank you.
keep thinking about it. Every time.
You're good.
Can't
All right, it's happy hour now, so $4 margaritas.
Gotcha.
Hashtag not
All
sponsored.
right, but Applebee's rock. I love Applebee's. Changed my mind.
All right.
Thank you.
But
But
Applebee's is really good deals. It's awesome.
Okay.
But either way, I think they lose week 1 to Buffalo. They beat Baltimore. I mean, they beat Cleveland. Jeez, what the fuck? I only have 1 drink and I'm already fucking slurring everything. Kidding. They beat Detroit. I think they finally get the monkey off their back and upset Kansas City.
Mhm.
They beat Houston. I think the Rams upset them in Baltimore.
Mm.
They beat the Bears. They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Vikings. I think they lose to Cleveland. I think they lose either Cleveland or one of the Cincinnati games. Like, I just know it. That's one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they beat the Jets. They beat the Bengals, beat the Steelers, beat the Bengals again, beat the Patriots, beat the Packers, and then they're fighting for the number 1 seed with Buffalo. But Pittsburgh will BS their way to beating them, even though it wouldn't end up Madison.
Yeah. 100% agree.
So,
All right. Final.
13-4. I think Lamar's going to beat them all.
That's it. Final
Oh, yeah,
team.
Pittsburgh
We
Steelers.
got the Steelers now.
Steelers.
So
Steelers gonna
Okay.
Super Bowl. Steelers gonna Super Bowl.
So I think for the Steelers, I think they're going to beat the Seahawks. I think they're going to beat the Vikings at Dublin. For the reason being, it's a stadium pulse meter in itself. I think the Packers. I think they might lose to the Packers. Just be a little humbling, but they're going to beat the Bears, and then the Lions are going to beat them, giving them 12-5 in my.
Yeah, we're not 9-8.
Is that we're not 9-8. I think definitely with the changes of DK Metcalf, Jonnu Smith, and having Aaron Rodgers.
Pat Fryermuth is gonna be the greatest decoy of all time.
I think it's gonna be good. Connor, what are you thinking?
So I think the Steelers beat the Seahawks week 2.
Mm-hmm.
They win in Dublin against Minnesota. Aaron Rodgers gets his game against Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
I have Chicago beating Pittsburgh because historically Mike Tomlin has a not a good record against Chicago. So let's see.
Mhm.
I'm not completely sold. Then I have Detroit beating Pittsburgh in Week 16,
Give them 10-7,
just like last year, except we
just
didn't
like last
lose.
year.
Except we don't lose 7 in a row at the end of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Mason, last predictions here.
Hey, 7 in a row is Pitt, not the Steelers. Get it right.
Oh.
I don't care.
All right. Mason. I think he dipped out.
All right,
I'll go next.
Oh, Mason wants to get food. Okay, Mason, what are you thinking?
Yeah, back. All right, Steelers go to a fucking Super Bowl this year.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to do a massive fucking rebuild. I mean, I don't think I really have much left for the Steelers.
yeah.
I mean,
Actually, yeah, you're all done. You're 13-4.
Yeah. Like, I truly think that if Aaron Rodgers has any fucking magic left, this is the time to use it because they have a stacked fucking defense and an offense where he is literally basically married to that wide receiver.
Oh
This
yeah.
is like the event. This is like the Avengers together moment of players that may or may not be coming to the end of their career.
If this was 2020, if this was like 2021, this would be one of the best. Everyone would be clamoring over this team.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt, yeah. Johnny, you got them going 11-6.
I think they beat the Jets, beat the Seahawks, lose to New England because New England.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Vikings in Dublin in honor of the great Dan Rooney.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Browns. They lose to the Bengals. I don't know if they lose to the Bengals here, but they will lose to them. They beat the Packers. They beat the Colts. They lose to the Chargers. Beat the Bengals. I agree with the Chicago thing. I was thinking about that, and I won't be surprised. They lose at home against Buffalo. Lose to the Ravens. Beat Miami. Lose to Detroit. So they have a bit of a stumble here. Everyone's like, what happened? But no, they win their last two, getting the playoff spot, 11-6, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Aaron is the best QB. My big thing is Aaron is the best QB this team has had since Ben.
Oh yeah, I mean,
That's all I have to really say.
No doubt about it. So AFC is all done. So I got for my seeding, I have Raiders, Broncos, Steelers, Texans, Chiefs, Ravens, Bills. Connor has the Steelers, Broncos, Chiefs, Texans, Chargers, Ravens, Bills. Mason has the Broncos, Jets, Ravens, Chargers, Texans. Did I already say Texans? Wait, no, I'm lost. Texans, Steelers, Bills, and Johnny has them has the Bengals, Steelers, Broncos, Texans, Chiefs, Ravens, Bills. So, next week, I'm going to say probably next week, we're going to all come back together again, and we're going to do the playoffs and see who is going to win the Super Bowl. So, that's the playoffs. So, thank you everyone to...
Whoa, playoffs? You're talking about playoffs?
Not now. That's for next week. It's for next week. But thank you everyone that showed up today to be able to do this, and thank you everyone that is watching. Go like, subscribe, in case you actually did watch it. Bye everyone.
Bye. I like how half his stream was just